Hello everyone and welcome to a tragedy. Oh yeah, you know why they left this for last now. Of course we're talking about the Scoundrel, the 3.0 Scoundrel, you sons of bitches. That's all I gotta say about that. You fucking sons of bitches, BioWare. You waited till last, you waited till you had my pre-order money, you waited till I had decided, till I found a new guild, till I decided on my main as a Scoundrel fucking healer. You just did that deliberately to me. Fuck you, BioWare. Of course we are getting nerfed in 3.0. We're getting the big nerf. I don't want us to be like every other healer. I liked being that OP healer, and fuck PvP, man. Who gives a fuck about PvP? Healers just got ganked anyway as in PvP, so why the hell are they being brought into line with the rest of the healers? It means we're gonna, you know what's gonna happen, don't you? The mercs are gonna be the tank healers now. Yeah, the class I mained in the previous expansion. I'm gonna get my merc out, aren't I? In 3.0. Well, let's go through it. Let's go through it. Upper hand no longer grants a healing and damage boost. Kind of shit. Underworld medicine is only going to be available to Sawbones. Yeah, makes sense. Slow release med pack is what's going to be available to everyone. Again, they really are nerfing off-spec healing. You get like one off-spec heal now, essentially, and probably the worst of the off-spec healing. Well, not the worst in terms of energy, but the worst in terms of healing output. They don't want us soloing stuff. They really don't want us soloing stuff. So shoot first, they've taken out. It was broken. Shoot first being removed as well. They've increased the damage of back blast when it's used from stealth. See, I would have said just keep shoot first and make it usable out of stealth. But then it does less damage, like it does 20% less damage if used out of stealth. Because the problem, of course, with stealth is they nerfed it. They silently nerfed stealth to make it easier for us to be detected. And of course, Scrapper relies on us being in stealth to get our big burst damage, because we have to use shoot first. Well, we load our flechette round first, then we hit shoot first, then we hit back blast, and then we're into our dot, and then we're into punching things. So, you know, it was a pain in the arse for certain fights. I did, Manan was a pain in the arse for all the fucking stealth detection. I get they don't like us soloing things. Fine, but you don't have to put unfair shit like that. So, what else have we got that's new? This is depressing, this is. Disappearing Act no longer prevents us from taking healing. So, yeah, but activating any heals on ourselves will still break stealth. But healing effects that are on us before we go in will continue to heal. This, again, a little bit of a concession to us in PvP, I guess. We could pop 2 stacks of slow release med pack and disappear and still get the benefit of slow release med pack, I guess. That's what, if we put another thing on us, we will break stealth. So passive abilities, we're getting the increased damage dealt by vital shot and all healing done by slow release med pack. And we're getting element of surprise, which increases the critical chance of Colto pack, back blast, and point blank shot by 15%. So we're also getting a new raid cooldown. It's going to be called Stack the Deck. It's going to use a stack of upper hand to increases all group members' critical chance by 10%. Doesn't break stealth, which is interesting. Yeah, let's move on to Sawbones. Let's mourn the loss of Sawbones at least, or at least see how it's performing. Oh, the sons of bitches! Sons of bitches. So we're getting a new passive that temporarily increases the healing done for a few seconds after exploiting upper hand. Really? So we're gonna have to pop an ability and then pop something else to get the benefit. So basically our first emergency scan, and then we'll probably use Colto pack, I guess. So fire emergency scan and get the benefit from Colto pack, because Colto pack was the real big heal that we had. It was very good, hot as well, Colto pack. We tend to save that for the tanks. What else do we get? We get Colto Waves, which is a channeled ability. They don't want us moving. So it's going to be a channeled ability that's going to heal up to 8 allies, which is again bringing in line with the Merc and the Colto Missile, getting increased to 8 targets. 8 targets if they remain within 8 meters of the targeted area. So where it's going to be a channeled AoE. That's good. It's good if it's placeable at least. I mean, that's one thing we missed as Sawbones, is the placeable heal. So yeah, they said that the healing was too good. We're too good. We're just too damn good. So they are getting a rebalance. So we're getting brought down to other healers. So it's just the numbers that we are. And it's for PvE. I mean, Scoundrels were awesome in PvP. Really, so it's for PvE reasons. Trivializing PvE content. Yeah, no one would ever die in a Flashpoint. I've never really had anyone die, unless it was a Marauder, unless I got pissed off with them. Really, I've never really had anyone die on me as a Scoundrel or an Operative Healer. That's true. Even the worst of groups, I have to say, the Scoundrel and the Operative, were always able to heal them. That on-demand burst healing, but they're gonna nerf her. They're not nerfing our ability to output heal. Well, our abilities. They're just nerfing the output by the sounds of things. Either that or they make everything cost so much energy. Because the problem with the Scoundrel healer was that they could just heal all day. Maybe they'll increase the energy costs of things, because we never ran out of energy as a Scoundrel healer. The 4-piece set bonus, waste of time. Absolute waste of time. 5 extra energy, we never ran out. And if we did run out, or we ran low on energy, if we had enough crit, we could always just use Diagnostic Scan. And just, you know, pop our Alacrity cooldown, fire off Diagnostic Scan, and we'd be back at full energy in seconds. You know, so it was never a huge issue for us with energy management. So if they bring our healing down, then it's gonna be bad. Why now? I mean, come on. You had all of Rise of the Hutt Cartel to bring it down. I'm gonna be a merc again, aren't I? I'm gonna be a merc. Oh, this sucks. I'm gonna end up as a mercenary again. You know it, don't you? I'm gonna end up as a merc healing again. Right, let's move on to Scrapper. What do we get? Ooh, Scrapper's getting changed. Flechette Round is a passive ability. Oh, I like that. I love the. It was satisfying to load your Flechette Round. It was just something you would do waiting for the pool. You know, you just keep loading your Flechette Round. I love the action of loading that into the shotgun. So the big changes to Scrapper is we're going to be more shotgun based now, which is good. It's really good because we never used the shotgun enough. So what are we getting? We are getting Shank Shot, which fires a close-up scatter at the target's shank, dealing kinetic damage and immobilizing the target. Yes, we can immobilize again. Good stuff. We're also getting Bludgeon as well, which is another scattergun one again. So Blaster Whip is getting replaced with Bludgeon. So we're going to be shotgunning as well as punching now. We're going to be punching and shotgunning. Satisfying. There better be zombies in 3.0 because we wanna use shotguns. We also have Blood Boiler. Ooh, Blood Boil. Summons a probe that boils the blood of the target for a few seconds, after which damage dealt by one of your bleeds will trigger an explosion. Ooh. Dealing internal damage and making the target assailable for 45 seconds. Ooh, they take 7% more damage from elemental and internal attacks. What elemental attacks do we have? I mean, we don't really have anything elemental, do we? Internal, we've got quite a few internal attacks. But elemental? What do we do that's elemental? We've got our punches, they're tech attacks. We got our shotguns, I take it they're kinetic attacks. Yeah. What do we do that's elemental? Because we're losing the freighter flyby. That was fire. Just wondering what we do. What do we do that's elemental in Scrapper? We do a couple of internals, but you know. Don't really know what we do. Does anyone know? Anyone can answer that? What kind of elemental damage? Maybe bludgeon? No, bludgeon is... Bludgeon basically just hits the target, so maybe bludgeon is a... Bludgeon will be an internal, I would imagine, because kinetic damage. What do we do that's elemental? We don't have any fire attacks, we don't have any lightning attack. We did have a fire attack, but it's getting removed. So what else do we get? We get our passives, or we get one that increases our crit chance and damage bonus for blaster volley. Should help us out with our AoE, because our AoE is in the shitter. We also get another passive that increases the damage and crit of Blood Boiler. What do we do that's elemental? It says here elemental and internal. Maybe it's kinetic, maybe it's just a misprint, but we'll see what the agent has. Concealment, no, elemental and internal. They're getting a volatile substance and veiled strike, which is just says strike the target. Oh, you're not knifing the target? Interesting. Crippling slice again. It's everything with the shotguns is going to be mirrored with the knife for the agent. Just still trying to work out what elemental thing we use, because you know the agents have corrosive dart and corrosive grenade. That's elemental. It's corrosion. But the Scoundrel has internal, because they're all bleed. Like Vital Shot is a bleed attack. I don't know. So Dirty Fighting is getting changed to Ruffian. I like that. I like that change. Dirty Fighting sounded cool, but Ruffian, that's a good name change. I like that name change. Right, what else? What are they getting? The one I've never played because I play it on my sniper and I don't want to play it on again. So a few skills are being changed. So Wounding Shots is going to be called Brutal Shots, and Hemorrhaging Blast is called Sanguinary Shot? What the hell is that? I have no idea. Right, so Sanguinary Shot, which was Hemorrhaging Blast. It deals weapon damage for the next 10 seconds, causing additional weapon damage. And it takes damage from your brutal shots. Whenever it takes damage from your brutal shots or bleed effect. What else do we got? Point Blank Shot. Blast the enemy at point blank range for kinetic and internal damage. If used while stealth, it deals more damage. So that's replacing... It's replacing Back Blast, should I say. I was going to say Backstab there. Back Blast. So yeah. So, but it has no positional requirement, so we don't have to be behind them. So I guess that's alright. I guess that's pretty decent. So we don't have to be behind the target now, basically, in Ruffian spec, to use our point blank shot, really, because it's going to share a cooldown with Back Blast. So interesting. So maybe make it easier for leveling and so forth if we're not leveling with a tank companion. Maybe make it a bit easier, because we don't have to be behind the target. So we're getting a new passive ability, Blaster Volley, to spread your Vital Shot. Again, bringing it in line with all the other dot specs. There's not that many changes, so... what's our new utilities? New utilities are, of course, we get the Bulge. Okay, they're taking the piss with this innuendo now, BioWare. Someone's having a good time with all this innuendo. What with Valiant Thrust and get the Bulge now. Tendon Blast will grant upper hand. Ooh, I might want to use Tendon Blast in your PvE rotation now. Not for the damage, but just to get more upper hand. Because Tendon Blast was your root, basically, in PvP. So we might be using that. We might take that. Depends what the other skills are. And we've got Skedaddle. That's a good name. Great name for an ability. Skedaddle. When activated, Disappearing Act grants 2 charges of dodge. Sweet. So our Disappearing Act will, well, again, it'll help us out in PvP. I don't know if it will be much of a help in PvE. But I hope they bring stealth back to its former glory. I didn't like the fact that they nerfed stealth. So that is it for the most disappointing reveal. And I can see why they left it to last. Now you know why. They've got your money. Now they don't care about the Scoundrel. So anyone who was going to main a Scoundrel, should we still main one? Well, Scrapper looks quite nice, and so does Ruffian, so maybe we'll go DPS for this expansion. Although I'll probably end up healing HMs at 50, at 60 is going to be annoying. It's going to be just as bad as the Sage in 2.0. I hope not. I was looking forward to healing 60 HM flashpoints, but now, oh crap. Groups better be good, that's all I'm saying, is the groups better be up to this, because if we get DPS that pull, if we get people who stand and shit, we aren't going to be the get out of jail free card that we were before. So everyone's, yeah, people are good. DPS, you're gonna die, and I'm gonna enjoy you dying if you're a marauder, to be honest. We won't let tanks die, I'm sure. Pretty sure we won't let tanks die. So that is all for this video, and I'm going to go cry in a corner now. Fucking BioWare. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.